Big up everyone, what's happening? TLP, the Liverpool Prophet, back again with another match preview. I'm not looking forward to this one. I'm not looking forward to talking about this game. I'm not looking forward to previewing this game, but it is a game nonetheless. It is a match and it's a Liverpool match, and I have to do it unfortunately. But yeah, not looking forward to the watching this match tomorrow. Arsenal versus Liverpool match preview. You know the drill, everyone. Score prediction, thoughts on the game, and of course, predicted lineup too. Before we get into the preview, do remember, you know what to do, the norm. If you are new to the channel, drop a like on the video. If you are enjoying the video, if you are enjoying the match preview, sorry, drop a like on the video. Sub to the channel if you can, it does help me out. Currently, well, under road to 600 subs, so if you can subscribe, much appreciated. Turn notifications on as well, so you know whenever content drops. And get down below in the comments and let me know your thoughts and opinions ahead of tomorrow's huge game against Arsenal away at the Emirates. So, without further ado, like, comment, and subscribe. Having said all of that, let's waste no more time and get straight into the match preview for today. So, Arsenal versus Liverpool at the Emirates Stadium. I'm going to be totally honest. This game against Arsenal, I don't remember the last time I've gone into a game against them and felt this dejected, this unconfident, this worried, this nervous. I have zero confidence for this game whatsoever, zero expectation, zero belief. I've got nothing. I feel only one thing is going to happen, and that is an Arsenal victory. I don't see Liverpool going there and doing anything. I don't see us laying a glove on them. The way both teams are in the league this season, they are miles ahead of us in terms of playing wise, in terms of league position. They're just a much better side than Liverpool are this season, all around on the pitch. So, look, for me personally, zero confidence for this game at all. I think only one result is going to happen, and that is that Arsenal are going to walk away with all 3 points come the end of tomorrow's game. I'd love to sit here and be positive, but I'm not. I'm genuinely not. Let's just go back to the Fulham game for starters. We got absolutely battered against Fulham for the whole game. They were all over us. They had chance after chance after chance. They should have been 3 or 4-1 up. Let's be totally honest about it. They weren't clinical with their chances. They didn't have the players to really hurt us, which is why we got away with it. If we give Fulham that joy, if we were giving Fulham them chances, if we were giving Fulham that confidence, what the hell are we going to do at the Emirates against Arsenal? If we give them that much time on the ball, if we give them that amount of room, if we give them chances that Fulham had, we're going to get absolutely murdered with the likes of Saka, with the likes of Gyökeres, with the likes of Martinelli. They're going to absolutely murder us. Let's be totally honest about it. So if we can play like that against Fulham, I've got zero confidence going to the Emirates. I'm totally honest with everyone there. What confidence is there to have? This run that we've been on, everyone's saying we've gone 9 unbeaten, etc. Cool, we're 9 unbeaten. Can you tell me what performance in that unbeaten run was actually worthy of being praised? The only performance I think we were good in was Inter Milan away. I'll never knock a team for going away to the San Siro and winning. It's a very hard thing to do. So I credited the boys when that happened. But other than that game, what other performances were good in this 9 game unbeaten run? We were poor against West Ham. We were poor against Leeds away. We were poor against Sunderland at home. Poor against Brighton. Poor against Tottenham. Poor against Wolves. And then poor against Leeds and Fulham. So while everyone's hyping up this unbeaten run because the standards seem to be that low at the club, have we played well in this unbeaten run? Have we won all of these games? Have we been convincing? Have we been scintillating? The answer is obviously no. So can we stop this 9 unbeaten rubbish loser mentality, please? With the money we spent in the summer, are we really hyping up a 9 game unbeaten run where we're sat fourth in the table? Pardon. After spending 400 million, where we should be top of the table with the money we spent. Raise your standards, people. Raise your standards. This is Liverpool Football Club. Raise them. Back to the game, however, for this one. Our record at the Emirates in general isn't very great. We know that. We drew there 2-2 last season. The year before that, we lost 3-1 in Klopp's final year. The year before that, we lost 3-2. We have a poor record at the Emirates, genuinely. Our last win there was a 2-0 win in 2022, I believe, in the league at least. I know we won there in the cup 2 years ago, but that's a cup game. I don't really count it. We have a poor record at the Emirates in general. We don't win there. We don't usually play the best there. While we all say Arsenal's record at Anfield is very poor, which it is, it's very poor. They haven't won at Anfield since 2012, I believe. Our record at the Emirates isn't great either. We haven't won there since 2021 or 2022. So it's not a place where Liverpool do well at. It's not a place where Liverpool have the best performances at. It's usually a place where Liverpool get battered. Last season, it was a fair draw. The year before that, we got absolutely skinned. The year before that, we got beat as well. So this isn't a great ground for Liverpool to go to, which is even more reason to not feel confident if we're being honest about it. So I'm not confident for that reason as well, considering how poor our record away at the Emirates is. In a year where we're doing well, say last season, if we were going to the Emirates, I would have been confident. I would have said, okay, we're going to the Emirates, we're playing well, we're top of the table, we can win there. This season, the way we've played, am I confident going to the Emirates? Hell no. I can see only one result, genuinely. So there's one. As for team news for the game, look, there's no real major team news. No one's really injured. The injuries, we all know who's injured. Isak, of course, Leone. Other than that, everyone is fit for the game. So there's no real team news. Everyone that we know is available should be available. Genuinely, zero confidence, zero energy for this game. I've got nothing, absolutely nothing to give to you guys, and I apologize for that. But is there any bright sparks for this game? Is there any sort of light? I think there is. The only light, the only positivity, the only players that I can see or could do something in this game are Ekatike and Szoboszlai. We know in the reverse fixture what Szoboszlai did. He pulled an absolute worldie out and got us the 3 points in a must-win game early on in the year. We know how good Hugo Ekatike has been for Liverpool this season. So if there's any players that I'm looking at for this game and thinking they can cause Arsenal problems, they can get us something, it's Dominic Szoboszlai, it's Hugo Ekatike. Szoboszlai has hurt Arsenal in the previous fixture at Anfield, and Ekatike, of course, is on fire at the moment. They're the only two players I look at in this game and think they can do something. They can cause Arsenal problems. Just those two. I don't see anyone else giving Arsenal grief. No one else. Gakpo's going to get locked up. Other players in the team will get locked up. Their midfield will dominate our midfield. Defensively, they'll be on point. So there's only two players that I see are going to cause issues in this game for them, and that's Szoboszlai and Ekatike. As for them, they've got plenty of players that are going to cause us issues. Saka's going to cause us problems. Gyökeres is going to cause us problems. Martinelli's going to cause us problems. Rice is going to cause us problems. Odegaard's going to cause us problems. With our defence the way it is as well, we're going to get absolutely battered. Let's be totally honest. With the way our defence is, the way we defend, it's set up for an absolute carnage of a game. Genuinely set up for carnage. So, for me, personally, if Arsenal don't win this game, do they deserve to win the league? Probably not. This is a game where you make a statement in. On Arsenal as well, obviously, Manchester City have dropped points in their last two games, Sunderland away and Chelsea at home. So, Arsenal will have seen Manchester City dropping points, and they're going to want to make a statement. They're going to want to make a statement to City. They're going to want to go even more clear of City. So, it's a big opportunity for Arsenal here to make a statement win and let the league know that they are serious for this title and they want to win it. That's even more incentive for them to win this game. We should have incentive too. We are still in the top four race, so we should still have incentive for the game. But who does this game matter to more, if you ask yourself? Arsenal or Liverpool? I think everyone would say Arsenal because they need to maintain that gap over City and they need to stay top of the table. It's important for us too, but it's more important for them. It is a lot more important for them. I'm not confident at all. Genuinely, I can see one result and one result only. Is it possible Liverpool can go there and win? Of course it is, yeah. Is it possible we can go there and get a draw? Yes. But we have to be on it. What's more likely? Ask yourself what's more likely here. Liverpool go there, put in a defensive masterclass and play for the badge, play with absolute all the heart on the pitch? Or is it more likely that Liverpool go there and completely roll over and lose the game? I know what's more likely, and that's that Liverpool go there, completely roll over. Could it be a tighter game than people think? Yes, it could be. But I can see it being one-sided personally. I can see an Arsenal win, only an Arsenal win. I've got no energy and confidence that Liverpool can go there and get 3 points. Rice is on tremendous form, scored 2 at the weekend. he could very well score again. Gyökeres hasn't been great this season. You can guarantee he'll be up for this game, and he might actually come to life in this game against us, knowing our luck. Arsenal have got plenty of good players. Plenty of good players. I know people are going to say, oh, they're going to sit deep. They're going to play on the counter. They're going to rely on set pieces. No, they won't. I know at Anfield they played very pragmatically, but that's at Anfield. They're away from home. At the Emirates, do you really think Arsenal are going to sit deep? Do you really think they're going to not attack the game? They smell blood. They will have seen how Liverpool have played this season. They will have seen what we've been about. They should smell blood for this game, and they should be going for the throat. So I don't see a world where Arsenal sit deep in this game. I think they come and attack us, genuinely, or they attack. They're at home, in front of their fans. They're going to want to put a show on. So I don't see Arsenal doing any sort of defensive screwery, if I should say that. I think they will very much be up for the game. Of course, like I said, they're going to want to make a statement as well for seeing Manchester City having dropped points against Chelsea. I know they're doing a firework event before the game too, where they're going to have fireworks going off. I don't know what that's all about. Apparently, it's an intimidation technique, but cool, whatever, is what it is. Genuinely, I don't know what to say. I don't know what much more to say about this game other than the fact that Arsenal should win, and I can only see one result. But what I wanted to do is I want to touch on, seeing as we're on the topic of Arsenal, I wanted to touch on Arsenal's last couple of results and see whereabouts they are results-wise and performance-wise. So hopefully you guys can see this. So these are Arsenal's last couple of results, everyone. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm showing you. So yeah, these are Arsenal's last couple of results. They have been a little bit rocky recently, as you can see. 1-1 Chelsea, 2-0 against Brentford. They lost away against Villa. Obviously beat Bruges, beat Wolves narrowly, beat Everton narrowly, beat Palace in the Cup, beat Brighton at home, beat Villa at home, absolutely destroyed Villa. That was a statement win there against Aston Villa at home, and then beat Bournemouth 3-2. Prior to that, let's have a look. 3-1 against Bayern, 4-1 against Tottenham. Is that 3-0 against Prague, 2-0 against Brighton in the Cup, I believe that is, and of course 2-0 against Burnley. So they're coming into this game on good form. Arsenal did have a little bit of a dip recently, where I think they drew against Chelsea, drew against Sunderland, lost against Villa. They were on a little bit of a blip, and it did look like maybe they were going to crumble. It did look like maybe they were going to go on a run where they could drop points and City could catch them. However, they very quickly rectified their form, gotten their mojo back, beating Villa 4-1, of course, and of course beating other teams in there as well. So they're not going anywhere. I know a lot of people don't want Arsenal to win the league, as a lot of people don't like Arsenal. They don't like the Arsenal fan base. For me personally, I'd rather Arsenal win the league over Manchester City, personally, because I think it's something new, something different, and I'm for it. I can deal with Arsenal fans. Arsenal, to me, they're not a rival. You know, we've always had respect for each other, so I don't hate Arsenal like that, but I know a lot of other Liverpool fans and other rival fans would much rather City winning the league, and I hear it. For me, though, I'd rather Arsenal win it. And they're not going anywhere. A lot of people thought maybe they'd fall off, etc. They won't. They're still going to be up there. Whether they win the league or not this season, whether they'll get over the line, I've got no clue. Genuinely, I cannot say that for the life of me. I can't predict it. But I'd imagine they're going to be right there come the business end of the season. Whether that's second or first, I think they're going to be right up there. And I think they're going to be challenging for the league regardless throughout the whole year. So they're not going to drop off. They're going to have a very good season. Of course, they're still in the Champions League too. I believe they're still in the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup. So, look, they have potential to do something special this year. Will they, though? Can their manager get them over the line? I know Mikel Arteta comes into a lot of scrutiny for being the one who is very pragmatic, someone who isn't very brave, someone who's cost them leagues in the past. So, can he get them over the line this season? It remains to be seen. But honestly, they're on a good run of form. If you look at the results, they've just beaten Villa 4-1 in their last home game. Villa, who were on a very, very good run as well. So that's worrying. The fact they dispatched the Villa that easily in that second half, very impressive. So it's going to be an issue. 100% it's going to be a very, very, very difficult night ahead for Liverpool. So, yeah, if I just get rid of that now and bring bring this back up here. So as you guys can see, that is mad. What I want to do now is I wanted to bring up Liverpool's next couple of games. Our next I believe it's our next our upcoming fixtures. Well, our past fixtures and our upcoming ones. So yeah, if I just X that, bring up Liverpool's fixtures as well. Share the screen again. So as you guys can all see, these are Liverpool's recent fixtures. So you know what? We'll take it back to here around this period, which is where we were on a dip. So we came back after the break, lost at home 3-0 against Forest, got absolutely pummeled. Lost at home to PSV 4-1, got absolutely destroyed there. And then since the PSV game, on paper, we've gone on a better run. So beat West Ham away 2-0. Look, very poor performance against West Ham. Wasn't great, wasn't pretty on the eye, but we got the result. Come to Sunderland at home. Again, should have lost the game. Very lucky with that Federico Chiesa last minute goal line clearance, but we should have lost. So that's nothing to be proud of. We then played Leeds away. Come on. We were 2-0 up and we bottled a 2-0 lead against Leeds at Ellen Road. They made it 2-2. We then went 3-2 in front and we still couldn't see the game out and we drew 3-3. Very worrying performance that was. Obviously, we had the incident with Salah and everything there. So that was blown madly out of proportion. Then that was where I think we were at, where the manager was at the most pressure. Well, he was on pressure after the PSV game, but I think after this Leeds one, when Salah came out and spoke, I think this is where he was under it, and he was really under it, and we needed a result. We then, on paper, the run did improve. So if I just go down here, it did improve, as you can see right here. We beat Inter Milan away. Look, this was probably our best performance out of this whole run here. Inter Milan away, going away to the San Siro, a very difficult ground to win out on paper, and we went there and won. So yeah, this was the most impressive win that we've had so far. Brighton at home after that. Look, good win on paper, winning a clean sheet, but Brighton had a lot of chances in that game. And had they been more clinical, that would have been a very, very different match. We then went away to Spurs. This was a very, 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 very worrying performance. 11 versus 11, they were better than us. They went down to 10, they looked better than us. They went down to 9, looked better than us. And we narrowly got the win, which, I'll be honest, we should have won that game a lot more comfortably, where considering they were down to 9 men and 10 for large portions of the game. So we got the win, but it was a worrying performance. Then we come at then we play Wolves and we go life and death at home to 20th place Wolves. Life and death at home to 20th place Wolves. So that wasn't exactly inspiring. And then, of course, Leeds the other night wasn't very inspiring either, let's be honest. Couldn't break Leeds down. Very poor again. And then, of course, the other day, Fulham 2-2. So in this whole so-called good run that we've been on, the 9 unbeaten, as everyone's like to say, which performances have been good other than Inter Milan away? I can't name you a good performance. I genuinely cannot. Brighton was poor. Spurs was poor. Wolves was poor. Leeds was poor. And Fulham was poor. So, genuinely, this whole 9-game unbeaten thing is just absolute bollocks in my personal opinion. I think it's absolute load of BS. Because when you delve deeper into it, when you look at it properly, we were very fortunate in a lot of these games that the quality of opposition we played isn't good. And people forget the quality of opposition isn't good and we haven't beaten this quality of opposition. What am I on about? The quality of opposition is poor and we've struggled. Leeds aren't great and we struggled. Brighton aren't great, we struggled. Spurs are not good. They just came into that game off the back of being beat 3-0 away at Forest and we struggled. Wolves are bottom of the table. They hadn't won a game at that point. They had 2 points in the league and we struggled. Struggled at home against Leeds and struggled away against Fulham, who aren't having the best season either at the moment. So, the fact we've struggled against this quality of opposition, which aren't great, makes you wonder when we have a bit of a difficult run, how are we going to get on? Genuinely, how are we going to get on? Now, look at Liverpool's next couple of fixtures, everyone. After this, Arsenal away, loss, let's be honest. Barnsley in the Cup, we should win that. Burnley at home, we should win that. But then you look at the run after that. Marseille away, that's a difficult away game in the Champions League. Bournemouth away, They're not great at the moment. They have collapsed, but you can imagine Liverpool will, of course, go there and make hard work of it. After that, Carabao at home, Newcastle at home. Newcastle aren't great either, but you can imagine we'll make hard work of it. City at home and Sunderland away. Sunderland will, of course, have all their players back from AFCON at that point as well. That's a hard one. That is a very difficult one. And do you see Liverpool winning every single game there? No, I don't. So we'll see what Liverpool are made of with this next one coming up. It's all well and good hyping up this mediocre one we've been on. Let's see what happens when we play some actual quality opposition, how it goes. So if I just get rid of that now. Apologies. It bugs me, man. It genuinely bugs the hell out of me that people actually were hyping up that absolute mediocre run that we were on. We were absolutely shocking in most of them games, bar one. So genuinely, people need to just give it a rest. But now what I wanted to do is, before to conclude the match preview, before I give the score prediction, I wanted to give you guys my predicted 11 for tomorrow's game. So again, if I just share the screen. So this is my predicted 11 for tomorrow's game. Hopefully you guys can see this. Let's bring this down a bit. So yeah, this is my predicted 11 to face Arsenal tomorrow. Just to run you guys through it, of course. No surprise, Alisson will be in goal. That's pretty much a given at this point. Alisson will always play in goal. At right back, I've gone with Connor Bradley at right back. I know Frimpong has been good since he's come back from injury. But for me personally, for this game, we need defensive stability. With how good Arsenal are, we need defensive stability. And as good as Frimpong has been, defensively, we know he's not the best right back in the world either. So Connor Bradley, of course, a lot more assured defensively. So for me, I'd go with Connor for this game because we need that defensive assurance. At centre-back pairing, it's of course Virgil and Ebu. Again, no surprises there. To left-back, it should be Robbo for this game. It's Arsenal away. We need experienced heads because we know what this game is like and what it has been like down the years. Robbo's perfect. He's played against Arsenal before, so he'll know how to play in a game like this. Kirkes, I don't want to see him in this game at least, because it could genuinely be a recipe for disaster if he comes up against one of their wingers. So for me, for this game, it's got to be Robertson at left back. Moving into the midfield, I've gone with Gravenberch and McAllister. I'm pretty sure that will be the double pivot midfield that he goes with. I don't see him playing Jones in this game because I don't think he'll trust Jones away at the Emirates in a game like this. So I think he's more likely to trust McAllister. So I think Gravenberch and Maka will be the double pivot for the game. Moving up forward, I've gone with Szoboszlai off the right wing. I'd love to see maybe Federico Chiesa or someone like that, but I think it will be Dominic Szoboszlai. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Bradley at right back and Frimpong at right wing again. Genuinely, I wouldn't be. So watch out for that. The manager might do something crazy, like playing Szoboszlai at playing Frimpong at right wing and playing Bradley at right back. He genuinely could. I wouldn't do it personally, but don't put it past Slot to do something like that. Genuinely, do not put it past Slot. So I've gone with Szoboszlai off the right. The guy's just absolutely amazing. You play him right back, you play him midfield, double pivot, attacking mid, right wing. He just does a job. Considering he's played out of place, out of position all season, he's been absolutely immense, man. So big up Szoboszlai, as always. There's no chance Federico Chiesa plays the game. I'm not even going to mention the guy no more because until Slot is sacked, there's no chance of Federico Chiesa getting any game time for Liverpool. I've just come to terms with that. So I think it will be Szoboszlai playing right wing, but I wouldn't be surprised if Frimpong plays right wing for this one. In the attacking 10 position, I've gone with Florian Wirtz. Wirtz has been, I don't know what to make of Wirtz. I think he's been good recently, but then I felt he's had a little bit of a dip performance-wise. I don't think he was great against Leeds. While he scored against Fulham, I don't think he had the best performance either. So while he's been great, I feel the last two games haven't really covered him in a lot of glory, but Arsenal away, it's a perfect game to rise up to a challenge. It's a perfect game to make a statement, to take the game by the scruff of the neck. So hopefully Wirtz will see this as a challenge and hopefully he can have a good game against Arsenal at the Emirates. So I think Wirtz will play as the 10. I could see Szoboszlai maybe playing as the 10 if Frimpong plays as right wing, but no, I think we should see Wirtz here. Off the left, as much as I hate to admit it, it's going to be Cody Gakpo. I personally would have changed it up a bit. I would have gone Jones as the double pivot. I would have gone McAllister 10, and I would have gone Wordshaw for left. Anything but Gakpo in the team for me. We know what Gakpo is going to bring to the table. We know what he's like as a winger. And I'm not looking forward to seeing that again tomorrow away at the Emirates. I'm genuinely not. But he's one of Stott's favourites. We know when he's fit, he's going to be in the team week in, week out. Rio Ingamora, of course, isn't trusted. While Federico Chiesa is versatile, he can play left to right, he can play up top and off the left. The manager doesn't want him. So, despite what we say, week in, week out, it's going to be Cody Gakpo if he's fit. Not looking forward to seeing him play again. I'm genuinely not. I'm dreading it, to be honest. But it is going to be Cody Gakpo off the left wing. I'll be astonished if we see anyone else, genuinely. But yeah, get prepared to see more of Gakpo cutting in over time, shooting, being predictable. Just get prepared to see all of it because we're going to see a lot of that tomorrow. And then moving up top, I've gone with Hugo Ekitike. Look, we definitely missed Hugo against Fulham. Would it have made much of a difference to the game? Probably not. I don't think so, but we definitely missed having him in the team at least because of how vital he's been for Liverpool this season. Having him back for this game will be big. Will he be able to make much of an impact against Arsenal away? I don't know. I'd like to think so, but look, just having him back as an option is great for Liverpool, and I'm well happy with that. So I've gone with Ekitike up top. One of our bright spots, Szoboszlai and him, for me, like I said earlier in the preview, are going to be our bright spots for this game. They're where the joy is going to come from if we do get any joy in the game. So that's my team to face Arsenal tomorrow in the Premier League at 8 p.m. at the Emirates. If I just run you guys through the team again, it is, of course, Alisson Becker in goal, Conor Bradley at right back, Virgil van Dijk and Ibrahima Konate at centre back, Andrew Robertson at left back, Ryan Gravenberch and Alexis McAllister as the double pivot, Szoboszlai on the right wing, Florian Wirtz in the 10, Cody Gakpo for left, and Hugo Ekitike as the striker up top. So yeah, if I just get rid of that. It's now come towards the end of the preview, the important bit. What is my score prediction for the game? Ooh, zero confidence, zero belief, zero energy. I'm just going to say I think this is going to be a straightforward, comfortable evening for Arsenal. I don't see Liverpool troubling the Arsenal much. Honestly, I want to be confident. I want to be a little bit upbeat and positive, but after seeing how we've played recently, the last couple of weeks, after seeing how the season's gone as a whole, I just think Arsenal are going to win. I think it's going to be a straightforward win. So I'm going to go with a 3-1 Arsenal win. I think they'll win, maintain their position at the top of the league, and I think they'll add more trouble and they'll add more woes to Liverpool's already poor season. If we lose, it's got to be the end for Slot. Sack him at full time. That's what I'm going to say. But I'm going to go with a 3-1 win to Arsenal. I think they'll get the victory, and I think they will be the team that come out victorious comfortably as well. So, yeah. But let me know your score predictions down below in the comments. I've gone 3-1 to the Gunners. Let me know yours down below in the comments. Other than that, everyone, we have reached the end of today's match preview. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, you know what to do. Drop a like on the video. Do also subscribe to the channel as well. It does help us out. Currently on the road to 600, almost there. So if you can subscribe, much appreciated. Turn notifications on as well, so you know whenever content drops. And get down below in the comments. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on tomorrow's game. Let me know your score prediction. All of it down below in the comments. Other than that, everyone, we have reached the end of the preview. I will be back tomorrow after the game with my match reaction. After the match is played, we'll see what happens. We'll see what type of reaction it is. But yeah, other than that, like, subscribe, and comment. That is all for today. I'll be back tomorrow. Speak to you all soon. Liverpool Profit out. Big up you guys. Bye for now.